Thousands of African warriors stand on mountain ridges. Snow covers the Ethiopian highlands. Italian soldiers march forward with modern rifles. They believe victory is guaranteed, but within hours, their army will collapse. This is the Battle of Adwa. This is the day Africa shocked Europe. It is the late 1800s. European empires are racing to colonize Africa. They call it the scramble for Africa. Many African kingdoms fall quickly, but one empire refuses to surrender. The Ethiopian Empire stands strong. Its leader is Emperor Menelik II. Menelik studies European weapons. Menelik studies European politics. Menelik builds alliances inside Ethiopia. Menelik prepares for war. Italy wants an empire. Italy wants respect from other European powers. Italy looks toward Ethiopia. In 1889, Italy signs a treaty with Menelik. The treaty is called the Treaty of Wuchale. Italy writes two versions of the treaty. The Italian version says Ethiopia must obey Italy in foreign affairs. The Amharic version says Ethiopia may choose. Menelik reads the truth later. Menelik becomes furious. Menelik tears up the treaty. Italy prepares for invasion. Menelik sends messages across Ethiopia. Messengers ride horses across mountains. Messengers carry drums and scrolls. Warriors gather from many regions. Oromo warriors march south. Amhara warriors march north. Tigray warriors march west. Farmers bring food and supplies. Women carry water and ammunition. Priests bless soldiers with crosses and prayers. Ethiopia becomes one army. Italy believes Ethiopia will divide and collapse. Instead, Ethiopia becomes stronger than ever. And now nearly 100,000 Ethiopian fighters are marching toward one enemy. Italy sends about 17,000 soldiers. They bring artillery cannons, they bring modern rifles, they bring colonial troops from Eritrea. Italian commanders believe technology guarantees victory, but they underestimate the land, they underestimate the mountains, they underestimate Ethiopian unity. Italian troops struggle with maps. Italian troops struggle with supplies. Italian troops grow tired and hungry. The battlefield is near the town of Adwa. Ethiopian camps stretch across valleys. Campfires glow across the mountains. Warriors sharpen spears. Soldiers clean rifles. Drums echo through the hills. Priests pray loudly in the cold night. Meanwhile, Italian commanders argue. They debate whether to retreat. They fear embarrassment. They decide to attack at dawn. Italian generals split their army into three groups. They march through mountains in darkness. They lose communication with each other. They lose direction. Their units become separated. Ethiopian scouts watch from hilltops. Scouts run back to Menelik. Menelik smiles calmly. Menelik orders his army to surround them. At sunrise, the Italian army expects to attack. Instead, they discover they are trapped by thousands of Ethiopian warriors. And the battle begins. Ethiopian war horns blast across the mountains. Warriors charge downhill in massive waves. Gunfire explodes across rocky hills. Italian cannons fire loudly. Smoke covers the battlefield. Ethiopian fighters move quickly between rocks. They fire rifles captured from earlier wars, throwing spears in close combat. Italian formations begin to break. Empress Taitu commands her own forces. She controls Ethiopian artillery, orders cannon fire from high ground. Ras Makonnen leads elite troops forward. Future Emperor Selassie is present as a young noble. Regional leaders fight side by side. Warriors carry traditional shields and swords. Others carry modern rifles purchased from Europe. Ethiopia fights with both tradition and technology. Italian soldiers run low on ammunition. Their units are surrounded on multiple hills. Colonial Eritrean troops face Ethiopian warriors from similar cultures. Confusion spreads across Italian lines. Ethiopian forces capture key mountain positions. Italian officers try to regroup. Their orders cannot reach scattered units. The Italian army begins collapsing. Within hours, one of Europe's modern armies is falling apart, and the world is about to witness something almost no one expected: an African empire defeating a European colonizer in open battle. Ethiopian warriors close in from all sides. Italian soldiers drop weapons and flee downhill. Thousands of Italian troops are captured. Thousands more are killed. Survivors run toward Eritrea. Battlefield hills become silent again. Ethiopia stands victorious. News spreads across Europe rapidly. European newspapers print shocking headlines. Italy faces protests and riots. The Italian Prime Minister resigns. African communities celebrate across the continent. Colonized nations see hope for resistance. Ethiopia becomes a global symbol of independence. Italy signs a new treaty, recognizing Ethiopian independence. Menelik strengthens Ethiopia's international status. Foreign diplomats travel to Addis Ababa. Ethiopia becomes one of the only African nations to remain uncolonized. The victory changes African history forever. Today, Adwa remains a symbol of resistance. It represents unity across cultures and regions, represents strategy defeating arrogance. It represents Africa standing strong against empire, because on March 1st, 1896, mountains witnessed history. An empire defended its freedom, and the world learned that Ethiopia would never bow.